Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is a pick a card reading on an inherited generational pattern you're being asked to let go of. So we have 3 piles, and I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera so you can take a look and make your selection. Okay, so here we have our 3 piles, with group 1 on the right with the 3 of Pentacles. And group 2 in the middle with the Page of Pentacles. And then group 3 on the right with the 10 of Cups. So pause the video if you need more time to make your selection, and I will see you in your reading. Thank you. Hey, group 1, welcome to your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the 3 of Pentacles. And this reading is on the inherited generational pattern you're being asked to overcome right now. So I created a short actually on this, and you can find that on my channel. It's also posted to my Instagram, which is the same name as my YouTube channel. But I wrote that in this card, what came to me was the pattern you're being asked to overcome is the belief that you have to do it all yourself. Working long and tirelessly to achieve your desires. So this card did come up in reverse. And typically the 3 of Pentacles is about mastering a skill. It's about skill and performance and like refinement of a skill. And it's about the learning process. So to me, this card was just saying that you might have some outdated inherited beliefs that you have to go at life alone and that you have to do it a certain way. It reminded me of like having to do things the hard way, maybe an old-fashioned way of, like working really hard, 9 to 5 or, 50 plus hours a week, and saving all your money for decades and decades, and then finally building up the life you want, and you retire at an older age. And it's like this linear progression of life, of like moving through matter. It's like slow, tough, hard work. It's like the feeling of being a cog in the wheel and kind of being stuck in your circumstance and being confined to the 3D world, the physical world, which is Pentacles, confined to this tough reality. And really, I felt like, like I said, it came up in reverse. What you're being asked to do right now to break out of this pattern is to realize, no, you are greater than your physical reality. You are greater than your physical body. It made me think of like your heart. Your heart has like, I think, a 2-foot magnetic field, all the way around it. You are a divine being living a human experience. You have an effect on the world around you. You have an effect on your physical reality. It made me think of things like the law of attraction. I think I wrote in the post, the truth is you're a master manifester, and you can consciously co-create your reality with the universe, magnetizing desires and bypassing constraints of time and space. So yeah, it's like you don't have to go through life in this like old-fashioned hard way of moving through the physical matter, this linear movement. So much is coming out these days, these ancient teachings of the universe, like the law of attraction, that you can attract the things you want, that instead of having to move through the hard physical, you can magnetize, bring your desires to you, and you can bypass the constraints of time and space. You don't have to spend years and years building these things up. You can co-create with the divine and with the universe to help draw these things to you. We even in science, they've come out with ideas and theories in quantum physics of like entanglement, where things can simultaneously happen, in one place, and then all the way across the universe, something can be affected. There's just so many ancient teachings coming out now to show us that we are greater than our physical reality. So I really feel like this card is telling you the way to break free of this pattern is to drop these old belief systems that you might have inherited, from your parents or your grandparents, and really open your mind to new possibilities, new ways of doing things. You did get an oracle card, but we will get to that at the end of the reading. So I'm going to move that. And then the card you got for your situation was the Eight of Cups, which I found so interesting because there is an eclipse happening. This moon is eclipsing the sun. The sun is like your personality, your outward self, what you show the world, and the moon being your inner self. It's like your instinct and your unconscious, your inner desires. It's eclipsing the sun. So it's like this inner part of you is calling to you. It's your soul, again, with the Three of Pentacles, three being mind, body, and soul. It's like saying you're greater than your body. The power of your mind is limitless, it's unlimited. I mean, you can really change your reality with the power of your thoughts and your mind. And you have a soul, and your soul is that divine part of you. It's something that needs to be embraced and remembered. It's that inner part of you, like the moon. The Eight of Cups is all a card of moving on. It's of embracing your authentic self. In this card, he is going on a journey. He is looking to find his ninth cup. And it's a card of emotional instability. It's like there needs to be a balance within your emotion. Cups are emotions. So, if we look at these cups, if he would just move this cup over here, he would be more balanced emotionally. So something needs to change or move or be readjusted and balanced within your emotions. So something inside of you is coming outwardly, and it's affecting how you feel. It's affecting the reality around you, and it's really asking you to make some changes. So if he would just move this cup, then things would be more balanced. He can go find his ninth cup, and then he has room for a 10th cup, and it's all in perfect balance. So you're really being asked to move on from something and to seek your authentic self. Again, back to the Three of Pentacles. This is a card of the learning process. So you might be going through a major life lesson right now that's really difficult. And it's, the learning process, it's like a spiral. Again, it's not a linear progression. Sometimes you have to come back around to a lesson to relearn it. A lot of times the Three of Pentacles in reverse is about relearning a life lesson. So sometimes, it may feel like you're backtracking or not moving forward, but really you're coming back around to a life lesson to really embrace it and to evolve and to expand outward and upward like a spiral. So this is a really profound time for you. So we've gotten the pattern that you need to overcome in your situation. Guides, what's the biggest obstacle for group one? Oh, wow. So we got the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is really about going with the ebbs and flows of life. You see here, he's juggling two pentacles, and the water behind him is really rough and lots of turbulence. So this is really of moving through life with fluidity. It's like riding the ups and downs of life and kind of doing the dance of life and not letting the lows get you down, and then riding the momentum of the wave, the highs. And then the Ace of Pentacles is all about a new beginning and an opportunity. So this really is a new beginning for you in life. And they're the physical. This is a new beginning in the physical for you. So this is a beautiful opportunity. So again, that's the obstacle. So guys, what's going to help them overcome this obstacle of riding the ups and downs? You got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So the 10 of Pentacles really brings attention to your legacy. It is a card of abundance. When it comes up in reverse like this, especially the way this card's depicted in this deck, you see how the child is looking away. His parents are looking at the castle, like this life they've built for themselves, the things, even the physical things that they're going to pass down to their children. You know, it can be a card of like financial stability and legacy and inheritance. But because the child is looking away and this came up in reverse, it's really saying that you're being asked to carve your own path. Again, this is reminding me of breaking from those constraints of this generational pattern that was inherited. It's saying you are being asked to break free from this this thought pattern, this idea, this way of doing things, these behaviors. So it's like embracing that you know you don't have to be confined to this way of doing things, that you can carve your own path and go your own way and do something different and be proud of that. What else, guides? What else is going to help group one in this situation? More advice for group one. So many pentacles, right? You got the Four of Pentacles, which is all about stability and security. Fours are about stability, security, and strong foundation. So you're being asked to build up a strong foundation in this new beginning, in this new path that you're carving out for yourself, where you're seeking your authentic self. You're listening to your inner desires, your inner voice, your intuition. And then you're also being asked, this is a card of conserving. So you might be being asked to conserve your money, you know, save your money because you're going to need it when this future opportunity comes. The Ace of Pentacles is, there's an opportunity coming to you. This is a gift from the universe, and it could be monetary. It could be a gift with your career. It could be a gift with your health and your body. You know, these are all things of the pentacles, the physical. So it's saying conserve your energy, conserve your money right now, because you're going to need it for this opportunity in the future. And it's also a message of letting go of what doesn't serve you, what's blocking you. If you see here, this pentacle is blocking his crown chakra. It's blocking him from opening his mind and receiving divine guidance. So it's like, let go of those things that are blocking you, that are no longer serving you, and open up to this new possibility. More for group one, guys, and more advice for group one. And noticing these patterns. Yeah, and then again with the Pentacles, you got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is all about acknowledging your progress. This is about noticing, how far you've come, and not discounting that or worrying too much about the future and what you want that you don't have. It's about acknowledging the progress you've already made and then just having patience and diligently working towards those things that you do want that you haven't attained yet. Anything else for group one, guys? Anything else for group one? Let's go to your Oracle card. So this is from the Mary Magdalene Oracle by Megan Watterson. And the card you got was Christ. Love knows only mercy. So let me just read you some of that in the guidebook. Wow, look at all the red pentacles. This almost looks like a pentacle. That's crazy. So beautiful. So this says, it is crucial for us to remember that Christ was crucified by the Roman Empire. He wanted to turn the unjust power structures, which is everything I was saying with the Three of Pentacles. It's like I said, the feeling of being a cog in the wheel, like stuck in the system. And that's what Christ was teaching us. He was telling us you are greater than your circumstance. I think that was the message for group two. So if you feel called to group two, go listen to those messages as well. But really, Christ was saying, no, you're not stuck in the system. This isn't the way things have to be. You have the power to liberate yourself. So it says that he wanted to turn the unjust power structures of the empire on their head, making the first last and the last first. Christ wanted to free us from the misunderstanding that any one of us had the right to put ourselves above or below another. Christ wanted to free us from the illusion that external forms of power, like wealth and authority, which could be pentacles, could ever come close to the ultimate power of love that exists within us. It is crucial for us to remember that Christ wasn't Christian, and it just talks about how he embodied kenosis, which is the Greek word for self-embodying love. And it says, when we practice loving someone, even a stranger or perceived enemy, by emptying out all of our ego ideas about them, so letting go of what doesn't serve you, these belief systems, these ideas that are limiting you, that are holding you back from opening your mind or having a clear, full vision of the way things are. It says when we empty out these ideas that are coming from our ego, we free ourselves from them. We put mercy into practice. Mercy is what love looks like in action. And then it goes on to say that Christ, part of his teachings that are in the Gospel of Mary Magdalene are we are not innately sinful. Sin does not exist as an ultimate truth. Sin, according to the Gospel of Mary, is when we mistake the ego for our true self. So just like I was saying, like the ego or like the physical body, it's like mistaking the physical body for you. You are not just a body. You are also a soul. So, the body being the human part of us, the soul or the spirit being the divine part, you have a divine part. Those two make you the whole. You're more than just the physical, more than just pentacles. Yeah. says Christ in Mary's gospel wants us to remember that being human means being an ego with all the humanity that demands, and that being human also means being a soul. It says, even in the midst of the worst of what can unfold in our lives, we have the capacity to return to the limitless love we are also. Yes, so you have everything within you to break out of this pattern and to attain all of your heart's desires. It's just tapping into that divinity that is within you, that soul, getting in touch with your spirit, your soul, and tapping into love and mercy. All right, group one, I hope this gave you some comfort or clarity or peace. And if you feel called to, check out group two and potentially even group three. See if there are messages there for you and take what resonates, leave the rest. This is a general reading. If you'd like to get notifications for when I post readings, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. And if you did enjoy this reading, please share it with others, and I will see you next week. Thank you. Hey, group two, welcome to your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the Page of Pentacles. And this reading is about the inherited generational pattern you're being asked to overcome. So I did do a short on this. If you want to go look at my channel and check that out, I also posted it to my Instagram, which is the same name as my YouTube channel. And in that, I wrote that this card, what I intuited, what it meant to me in the reading was the belief that you're a victim of circumstance. And then I wrote, the truth is that you've already grown beyond it. Find the courage to move on and embrace a new beginning. So he did come up in reverse. I just like to look at it upright because it's easier to see the picture. But so we have here a page, and in this deck, he is a much older looking page than most pages are depicted in tarot. See how he has facial hair. He's so large, he's almost outgrown the card. So it is a message that you have outgrown some situation or some circumstance. It's kind of the feeling of like a big fish in a little pond. It's like staying in your comfort zone. It's saying that, you know, you've grown in your skill. Your mind has expanded. You've gained some sort of skill and knowledge in a certain area, and yet you're still there. It's like this page in this card, he's an apprentice and he serves his knight, which is the next court card in the tarot. It's page, knight, queens, kings, and he serves his knight well, yet he hasn't, you know, he's kind of outgrown his rank. He should be a knight, but he's not. He's this older looking page. So it is a message of giving yourself credit where credit is due, really honoring your hard work and all you've accomplished, and realizing when you've outgrown your circumstance. You know, it's like the saying, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. So it's really this message of you're being asked to move on somehow, that you have outgrown something, and it's a new beginning for you, a new time to move forward. And really, too, it's somewhat a warning, that it's time for you to make this change. And if you don't, someone else will impose the change upon you. The page really reminds us that change is required in order for us to grow. And it's really up to us to take the initiative. In your situation. Coming back in reverse. What if group two's situation? Okay, wow. So I really did feel like group one and two had a similarity or a link. And the Ace of Pentacles did come up in group one. So if you want to go ahead and go back and check out those messages, there may be something there for you. But for you also, this is saying that this is a new beginning, that the universe is presenting you with some opportunity in the physical, whether it be a financial opportunity or a new job or some kind of physical opportunity. Pentacles can also mean the body. So something within the physical body, anything in the physical realm, the 3D, the practical, those are all pentacles. So what else, guides? More about this situation, this new opportunity. What does this mean for them? So really, going back to the original question with the inherited generational pattern you're being asked to overcome, this could be something you've inherited maybe from your parents or grandparents, that maybe you've grown up with this idea of needing security within your career. Or maybe you have a family you need to provide for and you just need security within the physical, which is pentacles, but security within the home, within your job, within your current reality. And maybe that's what's keeping you stuck in your situation. Maybe you're afraid to branch out or to move to a bigger pond because you won't have that security and it's uncomfortable to be out of your comfort zone. So this could just be some underlying ideas and beliefs that you've inherited that are maybe unconscious. You don't even know you have them. You don't even know that they're there, helping make decisions for you. So it's really, I think, looking at these belief systems and your current life and seeing if you do feel happy and if you are just where you are because you're comfortable, and if there is anything maybe you've potentially outgrown, and if there is anything maybe you potentially would desire to do or move into or move out of. It's like really connecting to the heart and asking yourself these hard questions. So anything else on the situation, guys? Wow. Yes. So exactly. So the Nine of Cups came up in reverse. Cups are all about our emotions and our relationship. And upright, it's a card of happiness and wish fulfillment. But in reverse, it's like saying you're denying a desire or a wish you have, or there's some kind of like block to your happiness. There's, you know, it's like not, it like makes me think of taking a job because it gives you security and like a salary and it's like the safe choice, but it doesn't really fulfill your heart. It's like that kind of feeling. It's like you have comfort and security. You have 9 cups. He's dressed really well. He's fat. He's happy on the outside. He's comfortable, but he's not happy on the inside. Maybe that's why he's overweight. Maybe he's compensating for this lack of true fulfillment because there's a part of himself that he's denying. Yeah. So, what's the obstacle in this situation, guys? What is group two's obstacle that they need to overcome with this pattern? Wow, the Queen of Pentacles. Lots of pentacles. Group one had a lot of pentacles too. So the Queen of Pentacles is the queen of the physical realm. She's very nurturing. The idea of taking care of yourself, putting yourself first, self-care, that always comes up. Tending to like domestic needs, like the home. I don't someone connecting to this reading might be a mom, and you might really, maybe you're working at, a 9 to 5, 40-hour week job that you're really unhappy at, and you'd really rather be taking care of the home. You'd rather be a stay-at-home mom, but you need that security of the income. Maybe this is, this can also be it's cardinal earth. So it could be a Capricorn energy, so maybe just someone connecting to this reading is a Capricorn. I just really feel like this is saying either way, whatever this is for whoever's watching, it's that there's things within yourself that you're neglecting that you need to nurture and really listen to. I mean, just look how queens are more about your inner world, and just look how she's looking down at her pentacle and she's really admiring it. It's like admiring something within yourself is the energy I'm getting from this. So I think that obstacle is you need to tap in to your inner realm, to your inner desires and needs and intuition within the situation, and really find those places that you're neglecting and really crack them open and dive into them and really ask yourself, am I fulfilled? Am I truly happy? Have I made the choices in my life that I've made based off, is this what I want? I think these are all just things that are going to help you really see this new opportunity and then take advantage of it. So we've got your situation, your obstacle. What's going to help them? We already said what's going to help overcome the situation. But what about more advice on this, guys? Just more advice for group two. More advice for group two. Okay, yeah, that's crazy. So you got the Three of Pentacles, which was the card for group one. It was in reverse for group one. For you, it's upright. Yeah, I mean, I just really feel like those threes, the third card in the major arcana is the Empress, which is so crazy because you got the Mother card and the Suit of Pentacles. To me, this is definitely a mothering energy. So, and threes are all about creation. It's like the Empress in the tarot is the creatrix. So you're really being asked to create something, maybe to create a new life for yourself, maybe to create a new job opportunity for yourself. Maybe you need to start your own business. Maybe you need to look at alternative ways to provide for yourself or you and your family financially. The Three of Pentacles is really about the learning process. You could be going through a major life lesson right now, and it's like having the courage to take on, the process, like to undergo the learning process and realize it's not going to be a linear straight shot, or it's not going to be like a quick fix. It could there, it could be ups and downs, a winding path. It's not going to be the easy choice. You've already made the easy choice with where you're at, because you are a Page of Pentacles who's outgrown his situation. He is way too old to be a page. He should most definitely be a knight. If not, he should be maybe a king, He should be a knight moving on to be a king at this point. So it's really saying embrace this opportunity to learn and to fail, because the only way you learn is through failure. So it's not going to be guaranteed, but it will be worth it. There will be ups and downs, but this is a gift from the universe. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for great success and financial abundance. It's really something to take advantage of, even if it's scary. Any more advice for group 2, guys? More advice for group 2. Yeah, another ace, which is again a new beginning. Swords are of the mind. This can be a mental breakthrough, or I just feel like for you, maybe like a flash of inspiration or an idea. I feel like you again need to connect to your inner world and really use your imagination. Again, with the Queen of Pentacles, think about your inner world and then use your imagination and your intellect, which is swords, and just think outside of the box for yourself and think about what is going to make you ultimately happy, even if it does seem a little bit scary and a little bit out of your comfort zone, because that's where you're going to find growth and success. And you're going to be able to take advantage of this new beginning with 2 aces. These 2 aces have so much promise within them. I mean, this is just a wonderful sign of a new beginning and possibility and abundance and good fortune. And just the universe is on your side. So it's like, run with this new opportunity, major opportunity for growth and rebirth. The oracle card you got was resurrection. So it says, resurrect in this life, resurrection, the ego dies and the soul rises. Let me read you from the guidebook the message of this card. So this did come from the Mary Magdalene Oracle deck by Megan Watterson. And so in the book, it starts saying, it talks about, along with the Gospel of Mary Magdalene and Thomas, Acts of Paul, and Thecla. I'm not sure if I said that right, but these were all excluded from the traditional Christian interpretation, in the Bible. But it's saying that resurrection in the Gospel of Philip, according to the ancient Christian teachings, is something that happens ideally all throughout our lifetime. Let me hold up the card again. You can see it. So it says, Christians of the first century or the Christ movement practiced kenosis, or self-emptying love, which releases all attachment to the powers of the ego that have us caged in some form of fear or self-doubt. So that's exactly what I was talking about with the Page of Pentacles energy. It's like thinking about what it is that has you caged, that has you limited, that has you right now stuck as a page when you're clearly a knight. You have the expertise of a knight and you're growing into a king. You have the potential and the opportunity to grow and to have self-mastery. So it's like shedding the chains that are keeping you stuck, shedding that cage. It says the myth of the phoenix always comes to mind. Yes, resurrection. It's the myth that a magical bird that endures an endless cycle of burning up in flames. Like I said, it might be painful. You're going to have to leave your comfort zone and then emerging reborn from the ashes. Resurrection here is not about what comes in the next life. So don't wait. You can't hang out as a page and just wait for life to change. You need to take the initiative of the ones, the new beginning. It says we can awaken to the potential of transformation with every tragedy or disappointment or loss in life. Like I said, every failure is a lesson, and see everything that happens as a chance for the soul to rise. We can see each death we go through as a chance to resurrect more entirely present to the soul of love within us that survives every fire. Die to what the ego tells you that you have to do or what you have to be, which is that inherited generational pattern we talked about. You might have grown up saying, hearing and being taught and learning, and that you have to take the safe job, that you have to, make the safe, quote unquote, smarter choices, that you can't take risk, or that you can't do this or can't do that. And all of this is saying, no, you are not stuck in those limiting beliefs, that you can break free of them. You can break free of this pattern. And if you do, it will benefit you beyond your imagination of what can happen. You're going to be reborn. You're the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's just stepping out of those, out of that cage that you've unconsciously put around yourself because of these ideas that you were maybe just were imposed upon you, and that you unconsciously have within your psyche. It says, die to the ego telling you you're not good enough, and that you're not worthy enough, or you're not right for this vision you had long ago for your life. If you dive deep into your soul, this might be something you've always wanted, but you never thought was possible for yourself. But really, all of these cards are saying it is possible, and you have it within you. You are the knight ready to fight. You can do this. You have all the skill you need, all the potential within you. It says, die to the ego telling you it's too late or you're too old. Again, the page that's too old to be a page, or too young to live straight from the heart. It says, die to the voice of the ego and let your soul resurrect only ever louder. Wow, that is so beautiful, group 2. Yes. So be the phoenix, rise from the ashes, take courage, do the scary thing. I hope this reading gave you some inspiration and some insight. And if you enjoyed it, please like the video, share it with others. Check out group 1 if you feel called to do that. And if you want to look at the short or the reel on my Instagram, go ahead and check that out too. And I will see you next week. Thank you. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the 10 of Cups. The question for this reading was the inherited generational pattern you're being asked to overcome. And I created a short on this if you want to go look at my channel and check that out. That is on my page, and it's a really short video. I also posted it to my Instagram if you'd like to look there, and that's the same name as my YouTube handle is my Instagram name. And anyway, so I wrote that my intuition with this card for this situation was the belief that your happiness is found inside a source outside of yourself. And then I wrote, the truth is, the only true fulfillment is found within. So really when I saw this card, it reminded me of this idea that we need to seek something outside of ourselves, or outside of ourselves, in order to be happy. It's like finding the right partner, having the perfect marriage, having the perfect job, the perfect car, the beautiful house. And this is typically, and to me, the fairy tale card. It's like having all your cups in a row, having the perfect family, the perfect home, the perfect life. And so it really made me think about that, about seeking happiness in external sources. And that is an inherited generational pattern. That is something you could have been potentially brought up with. Um, and it's an idea that our society does push. It's all over social media. Everyone's portraying their perfect life these days. And it's easy to get caught up in this idea that you need more things outside of yourself to be happy. And it's this idea of attachments, when really the only true happiness is found within yourself. And if you're not happy within yourself, you're never going to be happy with these external sources. So in this card, it is the fairy tale card. So these two people have found happiness within themselves. And because of that, they have that perfect emotional balance within. They're connected to their heart. They make choices that are in align with their soul and their heart. And they have, personal boundaries that they don't violate. They have standards and integrity. And because of that, they have the fairy tale relationship with each other. They have this strong, true love bond built on mutual respect and love and commitment. And there's a rainbow and 10 full cups. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. So it's like this message of realizing that once you are emotionally fulfilled within yourself, from yourself, it's like filling your own cup, and then you can fill the cup of someone else. So let's just get more information on this. We do have your oracle card that we'll go over at the end of the reading. Guides, can we get more information on group 3 situation? More information on group 3 situation. Wow. Okay. Queen of Cups in reverse and 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. So the Queen of Cups upright is someone who really values her emotions, and she's really in touch with her emotions. So the fact that it came out in reverse, cups symbolize relationships and emotions. So the fact that it came up in reverse is saying that you could be neglecting your inner emotions, or you could be hiding them within your relationships, that there's some sort of imbalance here, and some sort of emotion either being maybe hidden from yourself. Maybe you're burying it deep. Maybe you're covering it up. Maybe you're not expressing your emotions in your relationships. Maybe you're just in denial about them altogether. Maybe you're not listening to your emotions. You're not valuing them. It's really, emotions aren't good or bad. They're just energy. So it's really letting your emotions arise. It's feeling into them, feeling through them, and finding emotional balance within yourself. That's what helps you have healthy relationships with others. And it came up with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, which typically upright, that's a card of like patience and building up for a bountiful harvest, and acknowledging like progress you've made over time, and lots of growth. And I really just feel like to me, it just really has, because it came up in reverse with the Queen of Cups, it's really giving this vibe that it's like something's being covered up or hidden. You're not, sevens can be about secrets. It's like you're not letting something surface. Let's get more information on this, guys. More information on the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, wow. Another seven in reverse. Seven of Cups. And then Six of Cups. So Seven of Cups can be about like not knowing what you want and kind of confusion, clouded vision, kind of like on autopilot, like sleepwalking through life. And it came up in reverse next to the Six of Cups, which is such a sweet image. I saw this actually when I was shuffling for your cards earlier. And this is just such a sweet young relationship. Like this little boy is giving this girl this beautiful cup with flowers in it. And it's like a card of happy memories and nostalgia and just like sweet moments. And again, it's cups, so it's relationships. So it's almost like maybe you're in a relationship that you're just really not sure of things. Or maybe you're not sure of the future, like you have clouded vision of the future, or maybe you're not sure what you want. Maybe you don't know if you want to be in this relationship. Maybe you don't know what you want out of a relationship. Maybe you don't know what makes you happy because you really haven't dug deep and tapped into those emotions or connected with your heart lately. So yeah, there's some kind of clouded vision or confusion within your relationships or particular relationship, it looks like. And I mean, this could also be for some people, because it is a general reading, it'll be different for everyone, but it could be the relationship with yourself. Like I said, tuning into your inner desires and really getting clear on them. It's with all the sevens, it's like something's not being realized or brought to the surface. What is the obstacle here, guides? Maybe you're too focused on like what other people, their opinions, and what they say that you should want and need. I mean, we can get caught up with, like I said, social media and the idea of a perfect life and thinking that we want that because it looks good in a picture or someone else has it. But it's like really tune into what would fit you and what would really make you happy, not what just looks good in a picture. um what's the obstacle here, guys? What's the obstacle in this situation? Yeah, you got a page of cups. Wow, and an ace of pentacles. So these both symbolize a new beginning. The page of cups, it's a very creative card. You could be a really creative individual. It's such a sweet card. See how he's like talking to this fish in this cup. It reminds me of like, it's like having a relationship. It can be like with a spirit guide, but I also feel like right here, it's like with your soul. It's like you need to have this deep, meaningful relationship with your soul, with your spirit. Like let your spirit out, talk to it, give it attention and validation, and like, don't neglect or deny it. I think it's really saying you need to cultivate this relationship with your spirit, and that this is an opportunity for you for future abundance and prosperity. Pentacles, they're of the physical realm. They're the physical and practical things, but they can symbolize good fortune and good health and a stable home life. And it's all those sorts of things. I just feel like this is saying this relationship with yourself and your spirit can be a new beginning for you. But it is going to require you to give your emotions and your inner self, your soul, the attention that it needs. What else, guides? What else is going to help them overcome this in this situation? More advice for group 3. Yeah, I just feel like, okay, another 7. Wow. Yeah, to break out of this pattern, everything I said before with these cards, but this is kind of the 7 of rods is it's kind of like feeling like life's working against you. It's like kind of having a chip on your shoulder or, just feeling disadvantaged somehow. Like you kind of have to fight to have what you want. He's in a very defensive stance. I mean, see how his rod is in front of him, protecting him. He looks like he's ready to fight off all these 6 rods, and it's in reverse. So it's like this feeling of life's working against you. And it's like it's like you against the world. It's kind of a feeling of being alone, but having to struggle. And so many 7s. Yeah, I just feel like this is saying that that's not true, that you have divine support with the fish here in your cup, and then you have the divine within you. It's like just letting your spirit be free, and then you don't have to struggle so much and fight. It's like stop neglecting that part of you that is going to give you true happiness within yourself. And then you're going to attract those relationships that are really going to be meaningful to you. The card you got, so beautiful, next to the 10 of Cups, your Oracle card, was Witness. I am fully seen. I just think those are such beautiful images. So let's go ahead and read from the guidebook message, and we'll get more advice and information. So this is from the Magdalene Oracle deck by Megan Watterson. And I'm just going to go ahead and read it for you. So it says, Mary, Christ says when he sees her at the empty tomb, and in hearing her name and his voice, Mary immediately recognizes who is standing before her. Rabboni, Mary exclaims. This word, Rabboni in ancient Hebrew, for teacher. Mary has witnessed Christ's most profound truth. Love is stronger than death. They stand then for a timeless moment together, face to face, seeing and being seen. That's so beautiful. Let me hold it up for you. Okay, and then it says, for now we see only a reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. Wow. It says it's a miracle and a mystery what allows one person to truly see another. The reciprocity of this full vision of seeing and being seen by another is sacred and graced. You can't force yourself to see someone entirely for all that they are. It's a moment that exists in soul time. And this reciprocity of this full vision requires that we reveal our truest self. Yes, so it's like you can't reveal your truest self and have this deep, meaningful relationship with someone unless you're in tune with it, unless, you bring it out and you know it for yourself. So like I said, giving it the attention it needs, not neglecting it. Let's keep reading. Let's see. So it says, we can't fully be witnessed by someone, by a beloved, unless we are fully revealing all that we are. Yeah, so it's like not putting on a facade in a relationship because of the person you think you should be or of the person that you think the other person wants you to be. It's about fully embodying just your true, authentic self. Yeah. Yeah, and then she just goes on to talk about that ineffable glory of truly being known, that glory of hearing your name and seeing love fully incarnate right before you. Wow. Yeah, so I think what these cards are saying is you have all this potential. You have the potential. If you're in a relationship, this relationship has a beautiful potential to blossom and grow and be really deep and intimate and profound and transformative. Um, this relationship has this potential. And if you aren't in a relationship, you have the power within you to attract this person. You are destined for a deep, meaningful, loving relationship with another person. It's just turning your Queen of Cups upright. It's just tapping into your deeper emotions and bringing out your authentic self and nurturing all those qualities within you that are feeling neglected or that are being covered up or hidden from your conscious view. And it's really about embracing this new relationship with yourself with the aces and the way you relate to yourself and your cups, your emotions, and your life, your physical life, your 3D. Wow, that is such a beautiful message, Group 3. I really hope this gave you some guidance, inspiration, comfort, or peace. And if you enjoyed this reading, please like it and share it with others you think would enjoy it. And you can subscribe to my channel for more videos. And I will see you next week. Thank you so much.